Hi guys, it's cowplant-pizza here and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you are new here. Today I am going to be reacting to the new gameplay trailer that we got for The Sims 4 Horse Ranch today and sharing my thoughts and opinions with you. But first I'm going to put a copy of the trailer here just so you can watch in case you haven't seen it yourselves.
I'll admit it, my introduction to Chestnut Ridge was a little rocky. I had to learn just how much work it takes to live a real ranch life, but also how amazing it can be. Come on, I'll show you the ropes. Community plays a big part in life out here. Without my friend Sienna, who knows where I would have ended up? She's the horse trainer and owner of the equestrian center in town, where all the competitions like barrel racing and jumping take place. Hee-yah! Sage, my horse, is super friendly. She put up with all of my horsing around while I learned how to ride. Some horses wouldn't have been as patient with a new rider. Once in a while, there are more aggressive or defiant horses. They're like people that way, with different personalities and traits. But the closer you are with a horse, the easier it is to practice your skills. You'll see folks mounted up pretty much everywhere, going on long rides out in the park or through town. Horses need a lot of space too. When we got Sage, we ended up redesigning our property to make space for her. What else were we gonna do? She's part of the family. Sometimes I'll head over to my friend Umber's place to help out when the family members are all busy. Look how cute their foal is! She definitely inherited her mom's friendly nature. If you do decide to adopt a horse, know that it takes work to meet all their needs and keep them happy. They need to be fed, played with, brushed, trained, and cleaned up after too. And if you have other animals like mini goats and sheep, well, it can be a lot all at once. Of course, you could always hire a ranch hand to do that. They're great at everything, from tending our nectar crops to picking up manure. Just hit up a community board to hire one. You can also check out any horses up for sale or adoption while you're looking. That's how I rescued Sage. All that hard work really starts to feel good when you realize how far you've come. When I first started making nectar, I wasn't great at it. I made a lot of messes and quite a few subpar batches. Now though, I make a profit selling all kinds of nectar. Old Roberto Crinkletop even shared his secret recipe with me. But I'll take that one to my grave and beyond. He's actually very nice, if a little odd. Sometimes he shows up to hit the dance floor, but no one really knows where he lives. I think he likes it that way. Whether they've been here for generations or they're brand new like me, everyone out here has an interesting story. Maybe it's time to start your story too.
Okay, so that is the trailer for you guys, and I'm just going to have it running in the background so I can point out some of the things that I'm kind of happy with and kind of unhappy with. And first off, just there, did you see that hoof? It looks awful. Like, I'm sorry, but the main feature of this pack is horses, and the horses do not look great. Like, yes, they look cute and they look adorable, but as you can see in some of the shots from this gameplay trailer, the eyes look blurry. Like, they literally look disgusting. I'm like, look at that. It looks like they don't have any pupils. It just looks like a black void. Looks like they've put absolutely no effort into making the horse look high quality at all, especially the eyes. The rest of the horse looks okay, but as you just saw, cleaning the hooves looks absolutely awful. I really hope that we are going to get some custom creators making defaults for eyes and hooves so fast, because I'm not going to be happy taking screenshots or even enjoying gameplay when the game that I am playing looks like crap. Secondly, onto the build and buy stuff here. As you can see, I think it's really cute, but I am not a build buyer, so I don't really have a very large opinion on the build buy stuff, but I do think it is sweet. However, I think that this should have been a game pack, definitely not an expansion pack, because everything that we're seeing here kind of already exists in the game apart from the horses. So the small goats and the small sheep, they're just the chickens and the cows, and I don't even know if you can do more with them or as much with them as you can the chicken and the cows. Like, we know that we get chicks to begin with and they age up into elder chickens and adult chickens. Are we just going to have one age for the small sheep and goats? Like, that's already skipping a piece of gameplay that EA is just saying, oh, we don't need that. I know you can share them, but it looks as if they are just one animal with a reskin, so we're already getting less than what we got in Cottage Living. In Cottage Living we got 3 different animals. We got a llama, we got a cow, and we got chickens, and then there's mods on top of that to add more diversity. But in this one it looks like we are just getting goats and sheep, and the goats and sheep are the same thing. It looks like they're just coming under an umbrella, and that's really disappointing to me. That's not something that you expect with a expansion pack for nearly £40. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the community. It looks very much like they've done a similar thing to how they created Selva Dorada. I literally can't remember the name of the place because I never go there, but it looks kind of like they've done that type of thing where there might be cultural things to learn. And also I hate the fact that the mayor doesn't even have a house, I'm guessing, because they're saying, oh, you don't know where he lives, so they couldn't even be bothered to add an extra lot in there. However, I do wonder if that is a hidden type thing, kind of like the guy that lives in Granite Falls, the hermit, where you find a secret lot. Maybe, hopefully, that's something that they've done, and that would be really interesting for more gameplay orientated simmers to actually go and find that secret lot that the mayor lives on. However, with the amount of disappointment that I am seeing in the community, I don't think a secret lot is going to save the opinion of this expansion pack. The next thing that I've seen some people talking about and worried about is the fact that they think that horses are only going to be usable and accessible in this world. I'm not 100% sure about that because, you know, even in Henford on Bagley, they didn't specifically say, oh, you could use the cows and llamas and chickens outside of the Henford on Bagley world. And nobody really thought, oh no, what happens if we can't use them outside this world? Like, it was just kind of a given. You could have a farm lot on any world that you wanted, apart from in apartments, obviously. So I do think that the horses will probably be accessible in other worlds, but I do think that they're going to be mainly used in this world, because apart from maybe Henford on Bagley and maybe Strangerville or Oasis Springs, there's not really a place for horses, because it seems as if maybe there will be a hiking route specifically in this world, and I'm guessing we won't have any of them introduced in the other worlds. The only other world that I can imagine us maybe getting a hiking route in is Mount... Oh, I literally can't remember the name of the worlds because I only play in Willow Creek, basically. The mountain one, the Asian-inspired world. Because there was like a hiking trail there for walking, wasn't there? So maybe we can take the horses up there. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure whether the horses will be available in other worlds. I'm not crossing my fingers for it, but also at the same time, I don't think it's the end of the world if they are not available in other worlds. The next thing I want to talk about is the create a sim items. I have not really seen something that I am super excited about in this pack. Everything kind of looks the same as something we already have, because The Sims is a very USA based game. We didn't need another USA based world. Like, I'm sorry to the Americans out there that are really excited for this, but we already had Oasis Springs and Strangerville, and we did not need like a Western themed town, because a lot of our Sims already have Western themed clothes, hairstyles, and especially custom content. EA is the company that makes this game. It's $1 billion company. We don't need them just recycling custom content that they know we already have and putting it in an expansion pack. And speaking of EA being a $1 billion company, I definitely think that this is a very money grabby type expansion pack. I think this should have been a game pack add-on to Cottage Living, or should have just come with Cottage Living in the first place. The Simmers asked for horses, and yes, they have delivered with horses, and it does seem like we have all of the things that the Sims 3 horses had, with the equestrian centre, the way that they're cared for, the fact that they're in the family. Apart from wild horses, I haven't seen them mention wild horses or the unicorn that used to spawn, but there's a lot of things here that we didn't ask for. I mean, wine making, really, or should I say nectar making? Nobody really cares about that. That is not an expansion pack gameplay thing. Like, nobody is saying, oh my god, I need this expansion pack because I get to make nectar. The goats and the sheep 100% should have been an add-on to Cottage Living. Like, there is no question about that. They are not fluffed out enough, if you pardon the pun, to be a expansion pack gameplay item. And also, I hate the fact that they're like very pushy with the fact that we can like use horse poo to fertilize our plants. Like, that is not something that you should be having to advertise for people to buy this expansion pack. There should be content enough for people to want to buy it. The build buy, the create a sim stuff, the gameplay, the world, the horses, all of that together should be enough to entice people to buy the expansion pack. You should not have to be fishing around and saying, oh hey, you can use horse poo to fertilize your plants, yay, buy this expansion pack. Like, you shouldn't have to be grasping at straws in order to sell your game. This is not an expansion pack. Dancing was base game, pets should have been with pets, farming should have been with country living. I really love the horses. I love the horse expansion pack in The Sims 3. I played that until my fingers fell off, basically, but this is not the same expansion pack. I am not excited for this. I am excited for the horses, but that's it. I'm not excited for anything else. Like, yeah, the baby goats and the baby sheep, oh my god, I'm going to take so many pictures with these, but I do not want to spend £40 on baby sheep and baby goats. This should have been a game pack. It should not have been an expansion pack. Leave what you think in the comments below, because I do want to know what the rest of the community thinks, and I will definitely be doing a review on the expansion pack when I get to play. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell. See you guys next time.